During President Trump's campaign stop here in the Valley. Plus, stage secrets at the Phoenix Theater are revealed, and the disgusting truth about your bath towel. 12 at 12 starts right now. 12 minutes, no commercials. We're on TV and on the go. Also on the 12 News app, Facebook, and YouTube. Hey guys, it's Ryan here. Let's get you straight to today's talker. Former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich back in Chicago as a free man today. That's after President Trump granted him and 10 others clemency. Blagojevich was serving 14 years for corruption, and he was on track for a 2024 release. His pardon has the internet split, however, so we want to hear from you. Do you agree with the decision? Go ahead and cast your vote right now at 12news.com/bullhorn, or comment down below if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. The results just minutes away. Hashtag most clicked. Here are the stories piquing everyone's interest right now. We're just hours away from President Trump's first Arizona campaign stop of the 2020 election cycle. People have been camping out at the state fairgrounds since yesterday afternoon. That's where the Keep America Great event will kick off tonight at 7 p.m. Doors will be open around 3. Coming up, I'll have more on how Phoenix plans to keep everyone safe during tonight's rally. And it happened again. Mysterious loud booms are keeping the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office busy this week. The loud boom, explosion, or blasts, or whatever they were first heard over the weekend. Deputies searched for a source, but came up with nothing. Then, just before 8 last night, the noise came back. The sound seems to be coming from the south and west portions of Yavapai County, but again, no idea what's causing it. And if you know what's behind the noise, go ahead and give us a call. Third most clicked story. Take a look at these two pups. The unlikely pair of a tiny Chihuahua and a big pit bull. They've been stealing the hearts of everyone here since the Humane Society put out these photos. The dogs, both 9 years old, were surrendered last month because their owner just couldn't provide the medical care they needed. Bella and Nino do come as a pair and are available for adoption at the Sunny Slope Humane Society campus. Well, we're keeping you safe during President Trump's visit tonight. You probably remember Trump's 2017 visit when protests turned into a riot in downtown Phoenix. Well, police are working hard to make sure that doesn't happen again. President Trump supporters are already waiting in line outside the fairground gates.
I'm extremely excited, and nobody understands the electricity in the room from everybody who just loves him.
This as officials work to make sure the rally will be different from President Trump's visit in 2017 that broke out in riot.
So to us, it's about, making sure that you're lawful. A lot of that is obviously criminal activity that's associated with those actions. We want to make sure that people understand what it means that once an unlawful assembly has been declared, what that means to them. It means that you cannot be in that area anymore. It doesn't mean that you're on the sidewalk. It doesn't mean you're on private property. It means you have to leave.
Officials expect around 20,000 people on the fairgrounds around the Coliseum Wednesday night. And Canto Boulevard between 19th and 17th Avenues will be closed off to allow protesters to gather to make their voices heard. Among them, Puente Human Rights Movement plans to march from their headquarters in downtown Phoenix to the Coliseum, a march that Phoenix police hopes will stay both peaceful and safe.
There's not going to be any closures there. McDowell, Grand, and 19th Avenue are going to be free for traffic flow, and so just be mindful of that, be safe, be lawful.
The Phoenix Fire Department also plans to beef up its presence at the rally.
We looked at 2017 and we realized we'd like to have more of our folks out there. So there's going to be a presence of extra folks that we've hired back to work this event.
As far as what you can bring, we've posted a list on our app, but Captain McDade has a good rule of thumb.
Whatever you would want to bring in through the TSA, so just pretend like you're going through the metal detector at the airport. Whatever you can bring into that, you can bring to the event.
The parking lot opened at 6 this morning, and it is already busy out there. Whether you have plans on going or not, this event, it could impact your commute. And Vanessa has what you need to know to try and avoid any traffic headaches.
Here are 5 fast facts for President Trump's visit today. The event will be at Veterans Memorial Coliseum at 7 p.m., but the doors will open at 3 p.m. and people are already there now. Expect some closures as the president travels from the airport to the state fairgrounds. Possible routes include the I-10, Washington, Van Buren, or McDowell. 17th Avenue and 19th Avenue are closed at Encano. If you want to use an alternate route, go ahead and try 7th Avenue or the I-17. And expect some heavy traffic on 19th Avenue, McDowell, and Grand Avenue. If you're heading out there, allow yourself some extra travel time, or if you want to avoid it altogether, use Thomas or the I-10.
Solid tips, Vanessa, thank you. Another pro tip, make sure you stay with 12 News for continuing coverage of the president's campaign rally. If you aren't heading to the event, you can watch the whole thing live on the 12 News app. Also happening tonight, 6 Democratic presidential candidates will face off in Las Vegas. For the first time, former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg is joining the frontrunners on the debate stage. He qualified after receiving 19% of support in a recent poll. Bloomberg will take the stage with Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg, Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Amy Klobuchar. This event comes ahead of the Nevada caucus on Saturday. You can watch that debate right here on 12 News, and then Team 12's Caribe Divine is live from Las Vegas with special coverage. Make sure to watch for her wrap-up of the big debate, and then the moments of that debate coming up tomorrow on Today in AZ. Hey, what's topping the Pulse on Health this afternoon? It's the coronavirus, of course. Some people quarantined on board that Desert Diamond Princess cruise ship in Japan have been let off the ship. They had been quarantined to try and stop the spread of the coronavirus on board, but it didn't seem to work very well. More than 600 people have gotten sick. Only those who have tested negative for the coronavirus are being allowed off the ship, and they're only letting a few hundred off at a time, so that could take several days. How often do you change your bath towel? Probably not enough. Experts say you should be doing it every 3 days, and if that's actually only if you hang it up properly instead of just tossing it on the floor. Also, washcloths should be washed after just one use because they're covered in skin, oils, and makeup. Let's get you a check of your forecast right now with Crystal, and it's definitely starting to feel like spring today.
Perfect weather to be hanging out outside, blue skies and awesome temperatures. In fact, it has been 93 days since our last 80-degree temp, 119 days since our last 90-degree high in Phoenix, and 153 days since our last triple digit. Today, we are on the verge of our first 80 of the year. But tomorrow, it looks like we should crack it for the first time if we don't do so today. We'll be keeping a close eye on that thermometer. More sunshine for us, too. Gila Bend, you're in the 80s tomorrow, too. Same with Casa Grande, Yuma, Ajo, Tucson. Look at that warmth statewide, up to 10 degrees above average. 51 tomorrow in Flagstaff, mid-60s for Prescott, and upper 50s in Show Low. We're going to string together 3 days near that 80-degree mark. Then the next big thing shakes things up for us. It's going to add in some clouds. Friday night into Saturday afternoon, we have a chance for rain here in the valley, snow above 7,000 feet. We'll bring up the breezes, and we're going to go from the 80s to the 70s to the 60s in one fell swoop. But at least Sunday will feature that sunshine.
In other news, hey, you out there at the gym, stop hogging that treadmill. Police say it's one of the rudest things that you can do at the gym. Other fitness faux pas include not wiping down equipment, playing your music loudly, and staring at other people. Psychologists say it's especially important to be respectful at the gym because the adrenaline is pumping and people are more likely to overreact. Finally, in other news, Barbie is qualifying for the 2020 Tokyo Summer Olympics. Toy maker Mattel released its gold medal lineup. The dolls come ready to compete in 5 different sports: surfing, karate, climbing, skateboarding, and softball. Olympic-themed Barbies have become a tradition since they first appeared in the 1974 Tokyo Games. Hey, by the way, we are counting. 155 days away, and you can only watch them on one station. You already know. It's right here on 12 News. Time now for an A to Z 60, where we celebrate the people, places, and things that make the Valley awesome in just 60 seconds. It takes a whole lot of work to put on a show at the Phoenix Theater, and it's not just those you see on stage putting in the long hours. That's as Team 12's Crystal Henderson discovered.
Be cool, boy. Real cool. Hey guys, you caught me practicing for West Side Story in the rehearsal room at the Phoenix Theater Company.
That's awesome that you're practicing. I'm Pasha Yamatohari with the Phoenix Theater Company, the Associate Producing Director, and today I'm going to teach you a little bit of fight choreography. So how we trick the audience, and I'm sorry about this, how we trick the audience is we want to make sure that you don't actually see the contact happen. You lift your arm and you go sideways. And you can sell it too with your punches. So your vocals are letting us know, especially people at the back of the house, ooh, she hit him pretty hard there.
It was arm day yesterday. Are you at all nervous?
I trust you.
Take that.
Good. I'm gonna grab your wrists, so I have control now.
So many times when we see the person getting attacked, they're actually making that movement.
We're in full control.
Get back.
Don't push me. I don't like that. What the? Take it. Oh, God. Ow. Ow. No. Ow.
And that's your A to Z60.
Ow.
Look out for Crystal, she's ruthless. Let's get back to today's talker. Former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich back in Chicago as a free man today after President Trump granted him and 10 others clemency. His pardon has the internet split. So I asked you all, do you agree with the decision? And right now, 90% of you are saying no. Keep weighing in with us right now on 12news.com/bullhorn. And those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, just go ahead and comment below this video. Time now for a look ahead, the stories you'll be talking about a little later today. It's the biggest story in Arizona by far, President Trump's campaign stop. You can count on us to cover every angle of this important political visit, starting at first at 4 and continuing both on air and online. And that's your 12 at 12, the facts on everything you need to know in just 12 minutes. No commercials. We're always on, anywhere, anytime, on 12news.com, on the 12 News app, and on your socials as well. We'll see you all again soon. Let's check in now with Destry to see what's next on Arizona Midday.
Coming up on Arizona Midday, meet an amazing animal from the Wildlife World Zoo. Plus, you have a chance for free tickets. And that's not all. We're also giving away tickets to the Renaissance Festival and the circus and a whole lot more. Don't go